Clash of Clans podcast, episode 47.
Holy shit.
Holy moly. Yeah.
Skilly beep 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 skilly beep.
And we're back with the Clash of Clans and the fans and stands. I'm your pal, Biggity Boneyard. I'm here with my pal, Scotty Aesthetic.
Hey.
We're here in the WBSMT radio studios.
And there was so much to talk about in the last episode that we decided, let's just keep going.
We're just still here.
Because I want to talk about Clan Wars.
Clan Wars, okay. Talking all things Clash of Clans.
Damn hard. And
we've been getting smoked.
Yeah.
We really have been. I think we lost 5 in a row or some crap, maybe 3 in a row.
And it's one of those things where it's, and I'm trying out different armies in the meantime.
The last one, me and one of the guys in our clans had his bachelor party, and so me and like 3 other guys in the clan weren't even around for the weekend. Like we didn't get back to town till late Sunday, and I was so hungover I couldn't even function, much less get an attack together, and we were losing anyway.
Yeah.
So I didn't even bother. Like I should have went in and got after the lowest guy and got 6 stars. You know what I mean? I should have just done that for myself. I didn't even bother. Like
right.
I can't even. I gotta sleep.
I cannot even bring myself.
Like I ordered an Herbers and Gerbers and then was in bed at 7.
Well,
and then went to work for like 2 hours the next day.
And it's like getting those 3 stars. It's like figuring out who to attack, and then finally, and then if you drop the ball, like.
Well, I don't know how many,
but it's hard. And then
a couple before that, the 2 wars before that, I was going after people that were a little harder.
Okay.
Around my recommended target range, like they had a king and a queen, and I even went after a Town Hall 10 guy for one of them just to see if I could do it, because I was like, I can get after this, and I thought I could send in my hogs and get it done, and it didn't work. Like boo. And so I have to do it to easy Town Hall 8, and then in each of the last 2 wars before this last one, I called like I'm gonna go after so and so number 35 or whatever. He's mine, and then I did that on prep day, and then when I got back on, they were 3-starred by somebody higher than me. Like, God damn it, come on.
Well,
they didn't read down. It's fine.
It disappears after a little while, and that's what happens a lot. That's why I think it would be good to have a place where you can just have who you're matched up against for everybody to see, not with the emails back and forth and stuff like that. Because that's a lot of work. If you could just post, okay, I'm calling the call board.
Yeah, right. Put a little check mark on it, and it's that's Boneyard's.
Yeah. Or even if you just had the numbers, and then you were able to just put Boneyard. He's taking number 44.
A little dibs mark.
Yeah, because if nobody was wanting it, or even if you could say you were interested in, who you thought.
Yeah, it just goes back to clan communication. Hey, I'm going to go after this. Does anybody want it? But that's how we were doing it when we started. And then, we were like, everybody was on all the time. Boots was really like just being total. It was on top of it, like, oh, so and so. I'm going after. Everybody would be like, can I go after this one? Oh no, so and so has it. Like he was on for 24 hours, the whole time calling the shots, and that wears on. You can't do that all the time.
Yeah. That's a lot of it. So I go
There's
in
50 guys to deal with.
I go in, I look, and then I've been using All Dragon. Or like I've been using mostly like all air armies.
Yeah.
Because the anti-hog bases are pretty much
harder and harder to find a hog base that you can easy to wipe out.
Yeah. And so it's been tough. I like the idea of the freeze spell and using that for the troops.
The troops, that's a good one.
In fact, I'm brewing. I've got one brewed right now. And just I'll have it in reserve, but it is nice just to throw that out there. And so I've got to get used to using the freeze more often.
And for us, we were all gone last weekend. Burnsy was gone the weekend before up in the Boundary Waters, and that's what Bootsy's doing now. Is that we took a week off of wars.
Okay.
And we are going to hey, everybody farm, everybody upgrade your heroes if you want. We'll be back. We're going to start doing it where we start wars instead of starting them on
Thursday and Saturday.
No, it was
Yeah, Thursdays and Saturdays. So they finished on Fridays and Sundays.
That's right. We finish on Friday and Sunday. Instead of doing that, we're going to do it we start on Sunday and we start on Wednesday. So they finish on Tuesday and they finish on Friday.
Yeah.
So it's, the Friday night one, you can get it done during the day on Friday.
Yeah, because summer schedules and stuff.
But everybody's off in the summer. Everybody's going to be doing stuff. Everybody's camping. Everybody's got their kids around.
It's no excuse not to be.
Well, and if you
the boundary waters, you can't even. There's no cell service. So
yeah, right. And we were in Ashland somewhere, and we were out in the middle of fucking. We went. You know what we did is, we went to a disc golf course in. I never even knew the name of it, Highland or something. And it's on 400 acres. There's like 18-hole disc golf courses.
Oh, nice.
And this place, like I think it was 2012, it held the America's America's Championship of Disc Golf, Frolf, the PDGA as it is, which I think is hilarious because this is the second time I've ever disc golfed ever. But we were out there on Saturday, and I'm like, let's go for a quick walk. 5 fucking hours later, we get back, and the last hole, I was driven back because the guy went and got his Jeep and drove down the hill and came and got us because the last 3 holes were straight uphill.
Oh, really?
The 16th hole, I threw my disc into the swamp, and I'm like, fuck it. I'm like, one guy already went and got one out of the swamp. Actually, our buddy, he was looking for it, and there was a swamp off to the left, and we were all looking for it, and I spotted it out in the water. So he took off his clothes, down to his boxers, and was fucking tits deep into a swamp.
Oh, my God.
And then he's like, this isn't it. And I'm like, oh, no, yours is right here. It's like, 4 feet away from me from when I said I saw it out in the water. Then he went out there. And on his way to it, we found another disc. So we found 2 discs, extra discs. The one he found out in the water, it was Putney. There was the name on it. Somebody marked Putney on there. He threw it one more time. He got it. He's like, I'm going to use this now. He threw it one more time. It went straight. And then he threw it again and went right back into a swamp. Like, fuck it. That one deserves to be in the swamp.
Well, how has your camp been holding up in Clan Wars? Are you getting attacked?
No, I think I got attacked.
I think when I was listening to episode 44, you had said that I think the only time was when you left your town hall out.
Yeah. I've gotten attacked since then, and I think I know that one time I got attacked. I didn't get 3 stars. Nobody got any stars. They came in through the top, and it worked. It held up, and then I got attacked. I don't think it was the same war. Like somebody came in after that to try to get one more, but I think it was But I got hit for 1, and it was 50%.
Okay,
because they came in through the top, and they just had enough troops, and they just spread out enough that they just went around the sides. And
did I tell you why I had a couple attacks? I know I told Boaz when we talked. I realized during the war, or after the war this week, I was watching the replay of the war, and I'm like, why did these guys come in like they did? And I was missing a damn wall piece behind my Inferno tower.
Yeah, so they're going right in after it.
And they could walk right up to the, they'd have to go through the one wall, but then the second wall.
They would go right for that hole. Like they'd all just gang up right on it.
Yeah. So there was not which would actually might be a really good tactic if you could hide a wall piece, like put it. So it was my Inferno was there, and you could really barely see it. I mean, you'd have to be
tell that it was missing.
Yeah, you could barely tell.
Yeah, you could do that and put a spring trap there. Because when you see lots of times you see people's bases and there's a gap in a wall and it's an obvious spring trap.
Right.
Like I have several of them in both of my looting base and my war base.
Yeah.
It's designed that way. It's a choke point. And it makes people their troops will walk through it versus going through the wall,
right?
And boom, and so it's you have to plan for it,
yeah,
or plan against it. And
but it would be cool to hide if you could, like behind a test. Well, they could see it easy, but,
yeah.
But the Inferno seemed to hold it, and I'm kind of looking at any other piece on here that would maybe a wizard tower,
or you have it so that like the piece is missing.
Yeah.
Like it's next to where it should be. Like it looks like a mistake. Like you accidentally drag it and didn't get it back in there.
Yeah.
So it looks like a mistake. So people would try to use it as a plus.
Yeah.
And it turns out it's
so. Well, so then I don't know now if how my actual camp holds up.
And that's the thing is that,
and it's embarrassing. But I also want to be attacked more. Like,
did you get any stars on when it were
they 2-star me because I got in.
Yeah.
And then it's embarrassing because you're like the number 2 person in the clan, and
yeah, and you get it, why did they go after you? Oh, there's a glaring, obvious mistake here.
So I went and I've started my second expo to level 4, so they're almost maxed. And then so for the next few days, I will work on walls.
So you have one expo that's level 5 or level 4 already?
Yep.
Oh, that red bitch right there?
Yep.
Yeah, those things are cool.
And so...
you see that stuff on a base, on a looting base, you don't even attack it.
Right.
You just don't.
Yeah. So that's why I'm like, you know what, I'll do because my Infernos are maxed, my expos after this one. So there's 11 days left. I don't want to go without 2 of them. So I'm going to probably wait a couple more days and then go for my 8 million to start my third one right as this one's about to finish.
Is that what they cost, 8?
Yeah.
God,
which is awesome with the new clan castle, because if whatever you win in the war, you take in the war, you have that to collect after you hit the 8 million. So then you can go to war right away.
Yeah, the last time we... you're talking about so that you have some excess?
Well, yeah, because I hit 8 million, and then I started...
And then you can't even attack anybody because you don't have 1,000.
Right.
Yeah, I hear you.
Or there is 1,000 left, so it's like it would be the first search, and then you'd be waiting for a little bit. But at least it just gives you that cushion, like with the... I wish I had that with the elixir. I was
doing that with the last war we won. I had 550 something because I was going after higher guys, and I beat them, but I didn't get extra stars like I might have gone after one where somebody already 1-starred it, or I did it and I only got 1 star.
Yeah,
but it's a win,
right?
So it counts as a bonus. And so I ended up with having like 550,000. And that's a big chunk when you're trying to get up to 5 million.
Right.
And you can,
if you want to get pushed to that.
I'm like, I need 5 million to start my expo. So I got up to 4. Once I got to 4.5, collect attack, because it's.
And right now the walls, it makes sense to me because if I'm kind of at that point where my stuff is getting really close to... I mean, I have to do all the cannons and archer towers to the max.
Yeah.
But it doesn't bother me to have one of those out of commission.
No, because
they're just expensive, and they're going to take 7.5 million, basically, for the rest.
What level is that?
To level 12. Mine are all level 11.
Level 11? I wonder if I'm at level 9 or level 10.
And so what I'm going to do then is, as soon as I get all my walls black, I think I have 90 walls left.
45 million?
Yeah. So I'll do this for a few days, get the next expo going, and then I'll work on my walls until they're all black. When they're all black, then I'll start.
Well, my cannons are all level 11, so I just have to get those up to level 12 to be maxed out.
But I would be doing your archer towers first.
Good. But my archer towers are level 10.
So you need those stronger.
And they're cheaper.
Yeah.
They're only 5.
And they go air and ground.
Yeah, they're next after mortars.
So that's what I've been doing with my second account. I've been making sure that my the first thing I'm doing is the mortar and the wizard tower.
All right,
they're always going to be
get them
going
up
to
there.
max. So I just got a brand new wizard tower. I got a brand new mortar. I put them in, and I'm taking the second one to level 2, and the second mortar to level 2, and then I'm going to max that out, and then I'm going to go to the other mortar and do that one. And so I'm going to do the same thing with my wizard tower.
Yeah, I'm not going to have any defenses at all.
Oh.
My second account. Maybe I'm definitely not going to upgrade them if I have them. I'm going to that one teeny. Like, wouldn't it be cool if you had?
You're
like,
gonna have
think about your base now. Like, it's so badass. Everything's it's huge and it's big, and there are all these teeny tiny little cannons and little teeny wooden archer stands. Like, that's what your defenses were. But you had black walls and you had all this other stuff, and you had everything else. Oh, I got these little teeny.
So it would look like optical illusion.
Yeah. What's going on here?
He's got.
I'm not attacking this. Something's weird. Like, no, I'm not attacking this.
There's something. This
Something's
can't
wrong
be
here.
happening.
Yeah, there's something wrong here.
See, you're
This
putting
guy's
a lot.
this guy's got tiger traps.
See,
somewhere.
I'm playing it with my second account to kind of get to know the game again, because it's a lot different than when we started playing. You know?
Oh yeah. I mean, just the dynamics and the AI has changed.
Yeah.
And it was, I had a lot of fun relearning how to play when I went down to 72 and back up.
Yeah.
My trophy count went down because I had to go down there and I had to, and I'm like, okay, I'm just going to go in with, because I didn't have any elixir, so I just had like barbs and giants. And, like I go, like we talked about last episode, I send one giant in and then send some barbs in around the corner. And I'd have to re-fight, like, try to spend as few troops as I could, but I had to, I can't do one at a time. I can't do like one troop, because if you don't send in enough troops at once, they're all going to die.
Yeah,
but if you send in too many, you're going to have 400 or fucking dudes walking around and all running to the same builder hut in the corner. Hey, like, God, that was a waste. Because you only get 4,000 elixir total out of the whole, or sometimes 400, when you're down there.
See, now's the point where I am gonna really, I think about trophy pushing myself, and I'm going in now. I'm at 1941, and I want to go up.
All right, hold on.
To 2200.
Village edit mode. Remove all. I have 192 purple walls.
Yeah.
So I need 85 95 million.
Yeah.
95 and a half. 95.5
well, and that's why
million.
And that's why I've held off on my walls.
I quit. This is dumb.
That's why I've held off on my walls, because I'm going to do more damage with higher level defenses.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Walls are not. We figured that out a long time ago. That the walls really don't. Once you get them to purple, once you can stop.
Yeah.
Once your walls can stop from being destroyed by one wall breaker.
Yeah.
If your wall can blow up with one wall breaker, it's not strong enough.
Right.
But if it can withstand one wall breaker, because they never can withstand two in the same spot.
And that's a really low level.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
But
I'm gonna.
If you have electrical walls,
yeah,
nobody's coming at you with lower wall breakers.
I think what I'm gonna do is get the rest of my corners, the walls all black, and then I might even spend a couple.
What do you mean the rest of your corners?
I've got the corners on each of the things, but where the
you're talking about your outer wall.
Yeah, my outer
ring.
Yeah, where it's heavy with defenses.
Yeah,
because it's a double. You can get to the center through a double.
These should be. You should have these black ones out on the outside.
Well, no,
because you don't need to have that.
No, because the giants. So what he's talking about is by my divots and my Teslas, the giants will go to the weakest wall next. So if something. So what I want them to do is go to the next weakest thing.
You know what? I didn't realize that was a divot. I thought that was just a wall going straight across. And that was.
I hear what
you're saying.
So I don't want him to
slick.
Yeah.
You don't want him to go in. You want him to go back out and around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If possible, and if not possible, I want to make it hard for them to come through.
I like that. I have that kind of set up in my wall. I have these. So
on the side where
well, check it out. I have these bump outs. See right here. I've got these bump outs that my corner wall. So it's a bump out where I've got a bomb there, so that the people are going to go to it. It's the outer. It's the wall piece, and it's only too wide, so that a big bomb fits in it, and the corners aren't black. Like those are the only corners that aren't black, because I want those. If somebody's going to come in, they're going to go after those. Wall breakers are going to go to there.
But won't the wall breakers get to not? Or won't they already have blown up the wall before
the bomb sets it off?
Yeah.
Yes, but then that's where troops are going in. And they'll hit that bomb. And then the rest of the troops will go in, and they'll hit the spring trap right next to it. And then they go in, and then they can hit other stuff. And I've got that set up, and that's worked. I've seen that work.
And how many do you have? Just one?
I got four. On
you have
all four sides. There's a bump out right in the middle of my squared out base. My diamond base. There's one on each side.
Okay.
So it's right in the middle, so that it's a target. And then the ones on the upper have a little wall sticking out from them. I don't know how useful that is.
And so you've got them in front of the bump out in front of a defense.
Yeah. Yes. Okay. And the bump out is, it's a big bomb. It's all 4 bump outs is a big bomb, and then right behind the big bomb is spring traps because I got to come walking in there, and then see how I have the there's 2 defenses right next to each other, but then there's a gap, one space gap.
Yeah.
See where I have the wall there, right in the middle.
Yeah.
So
that they have to go through that.
So I have a compartment where there are. For people at home that obviously can't see what I'm talking about, I have a compartment along my wall that have 2 defenses in it, and there's a space between each defense, and I have a small bomb and a spring trap in that space, and right in the middle space is a wall piece, so it forces the guys to not only bunch up but to walk through each spot. So maybe they're going to hit the spring trap or the bomb. Going through, going from one to the other, and I've got that kind of set up all over.
Yeah, and it's nice to make those little choke points,
everywhere that
because the hogs, they're the hog trappers
or anything, but hogs definitely the hogs. I mean that'll bunch them up. That'll another choke point where they bunch up, and then you can spring away 4 hogs instead of 1.
It would be kind of nice to have like one row where there's like 4 spring traps right in a row.
They run if you could get those hogs to run right down there.
Yeah.
Yes, that would be quite sweet. And they would just all 40 hogs just get sprung in the air. I've seen people do that. I mean, I've seen other bases that have done that. It never works. It just is dumb because you're putting all your eggs in one basket,
That would be fun to see somebody do that.
Maybe I'll set something like that up in my secondary base where the spring traps aren't used as defense; they're used as trampolines for the children. Whee! They go flying up, and she's flying through the air.
That's awesome.
Clapping her ass off. Yeah, that'll be good. But the balloons, there's not defense. That's a carnival. They're having a little carnival. It's ride the little teeny cannon, kids. Back and forth.
Oh my god. Well, yeah, and I've thought about. Oh god, it's going to be a really wild sight. You'll have to do a hometown newspaper on Twitter. Where you tweet out a picture and
I'll make it Boneyardville and have it an actual little town.
What the happenings in Boneyardville? Yeah. What's the digest? I've
Boneyardville son.
So right now I've got to save up some elixir. My first thing I did at Town Hall 6, laboratory upgraded, and so I'm just waiting. I need another 50,000. I should have been on this. I wasn't paying attention. And I'm going to start my giants first. Or should I start my archers? I think my giants, because they'll take more hits while my archers do damage.
Yeah, now you get back into that thing. I forgot all about that.
Yeah,
that was a pain in the ass. Which one do you do first?
Yeah.
Now I'm to the point where it's which one is the one of the ones I have left? Which one is the least problematic?
I don't have that.
That's why nobody ever does a P.E.K.K.A.s.
That's why I don't.
You're going to have a level 1 P.E.K.K.A.s until you until there's nothing left to upgrade.
Well, I don't know. I've been seeing people have been attacking me in Clan Wars using the P.E.K.K.A.s.
Yeah, that's come. I've seen that too. I watched some replays where people are using that, and they're faster than golems, and they soak up some damage.
Yeah,
you stick that, and I've thought about trying that for one guy, but I ended up not using that route because I didn't get to fight that guy. But it was a thing where the P.E.K.K.A. could go right in, and he would enter the circle of the clan castle, so it would draw the troops and the king and the queen all at once. And I was like, "Ooh, this is perfect for a P.E.K.K.A. I'll drop that guy in there, and then no matter what else I drop, that everything's going for the P.E.K.K.A.
Yeah,
and I'm like, I might even put 2.
And they don't get the springs.
And then I could drop the 2 P.E.K.K.A.s, and everything would come out after him, and I could drop the hogs right there. And just immediately drop all the hogs while things are going towards the P.E.K.K.A. And then because those guys would, and then I could drop all kinds of stuff behind them. Drop my 20 barbs and my 20 minions and my king and Iron Fist, all them fuckers. And my hogs would already be killing shit, and I'd be out there healing them fuckers. You know what I'm saying?
You've got it all planned out.
I got it all planned out.
Well, so now you might start using the P.E.K.K.A.?
No. There's no way. It's terrible. They'll wander around looking at butterflies and find it. I don't know how many times those fucking...
That's why wind. That's why the wind spell would change it.
Yeah,
the vortex.
Right. No, yeah, get them to go in there instead of just around.
Wait, not that way. You could either avoid or pull them towards the next thing. That's it. That's all it would take to change the strategy of Clan Wars, because I was telling Boaz that I wish that there was something that could really even the playing field, so that way the people in 1, 2, and 3rd place, I want to get attacked. I want to have to change up strategy if need be.
Yeah.
I think it would add another dimension, because you've got the war camp, so you don't have to constantly change it.
Yeah, that's a bitch. I'm so glad they did that, because I haven't even seen my war camp in a week. I don't. Or in 2 weeks, or a whole week and a half, because since we started that last war, I was gone. I was gone out of town Friday morning. We started it Friday night, and then I didn't get back until Sunday night. So I'm like, I hope everything's good. I didn't donate to the thing. I didn't. I don't even know what's in my clan castle. I don't know nothing. I finally looked later. I'm like, oh, I did get wizards.
You didn't collect your resources or anything?
I did that because I got freaking 20,000 or so. Oh no, I didn't get anything because I didn't even fight.
Oh,
you know what I mean? Are you talking about my winning loss?
Yeah. No, I just mean your pumps and mines.
Oh no, I got nailed all weekend. It was wide open, and those pumps and mines because I had no reception. I didn't even have my phone on for most of the thing.
Yeah,
I was trying to take pictures and stuff, and I got some cool shots at the party. But I'm like, I'm not going to play this game. I'm having a beer. And
what?
And so we.
This is blasphemy.
What?
It's blasphemy. It's Clan Wars.
Yeah, man, I'm doing something. I'm doing something actually in real life. Nerd. And whatever jock. Out there golfing. We were partying like motherfuckers.
It was a tough clan war.
Yeah,
but I would like to.
Yeah, I didn't collect that for 3 days, and so people were coming in and fucking raping me. I was getting 300,000 of each 4 times over the weekend or something like that. And I came back, I was like, ooh, that hurts.
Yeah.
People came in and just destroyed me. I must have had empty expos and burnt out fucking
Inferno
Towers for 3 days, for a day, 2 days. Probably the first 2 guys that came in burned them out completely. And then it was just getting oh, this guy hasn't been around. So all of my pumps and mines, which just ring the place, and none of them are protected at all. They're way out there. You just come in with some archers, 200 archers, ring the thing, and you get 200 of each. It's the kind of base that I would have loved to have found.
Yeah, I found some really nice bases this week.
Although my base is, this is one of the it would take a full army to get all the pumps and mines, to get all of them.
Yeah,
and you could get my town hall at the same time, but to get all my pumps and mines, it would take a full army because they're all spread out all the way around. There's things in between them, and they're if you wanted just gold. They're every other, so it's gold and elixir. My dark elixir are as far away from each other as it can be. My pumps and my drills. So you really have to go in full force to get whatever you can out of those pumps and mines. And sometimes it's a lot. So, sometimes you go and you're like, oh, those mines are full, and it says 200,000 that you can get. But yeah, okay, actually you can only get 75 out of the pumps and mines,
right?
And the rest is in the thing. And you're fucked because you just dumped guys all the way around this guy's board, and you're like, shit, I needed to go in the middle.
Did you go back and watch the replays?
No, because I didn't really care. I'm fine. It was days later too, because I didn't even pick the thing up.
I've been finding some really sweet loot with my both accounts really, because it seems like the Town Hall level 6 just hit Town Hall level 6. You can get the amount of things that you need,
and your percentages. Well, and you need 3,000, not 300,000.
Right.
That's a big difference.
Well, now everything is hitting at 400,000.
What's your trophy level at your Town Hall 6?
It is. I'm still trying to hit. I was hoping to hit 1250.
Well, see, you're way higher than you should be at Town Hall 6. As you were last time. When did you hit 1250 trophies?
I can't remember.
You were probably at Town Hall 8.
No, I don't think I was.
I bet you were. I bet you I was.
Of course.
Remember, I stayed at Town Hall 8 forever.
Yeah.
But I bet you I didn't get up to 1250 for a long time.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know, man. I really pushed to do that when I needed it because I needed it to do a builder.
Yeah.
And I pushed for it. And then I got there and then I was like, fuck it.
Were we doing the podcast? No, we must have done it before the podcast.
What?
Hit 1250.
No, we had to have. We had to be doing podcasts. We were both starting out.
We were 60. Well, we were level 60.
I remember talking about not having hit it yet.
Okay.
And you probably were, you were ahead of me, but you probably were.
Yeah, because I was just I was needing to save a little bit.
I'm willing to bet that the fans out there can figure this out for us too if they listen on a weekend even. That we did talk about you hitting the 1250. That we talked about having to get to 1250 several times on several different podcasts. About that's the thing. Like, remember, if you need your shit, you get to 1250. We brought it up, and it was a thing on the podcast.
Yeah, and Lady Boneyard, I asked her about it. I think she was what level Town Hall? I was hoping to do it at 5. Now I'm at 6, and I needed gold, so I've hit like 1200, but then it's finding the right ones to get 1250, and I thought, it's what more important is getting my research facility going right now. But I really want to now I want to hit that 1250, start really working towards a 4th builder. I've got 116 gems already from collecting.
That's how many gems you have total?
Yeah, because I got my 3rd builder. With my
right. Your other account, right?
Yeah, my other account.
Lady B has over 1,000. She only has 3 builder huts, so she can actually afford her 4th one right now.
Yeah.
She's like, I don't fucking need it. Because she doesn't. She needed it earlier.
Yeah.
But she, barely has 3 builders going anyway.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, keep it. Keep your gems. Don't get the builders.
See, and I think I'll get my 4th when I can, because of the Town Hall level upgrades.
Yeah, and you want to have more. I probably will too, because I want to have more places for little people to live in my little town.
Yeah, you have builders.
I want more stuff that isn't defenses on the board. Okay. I'm not going to have any defense, but I want to have houses for people to live in. Because they're the only dudes in the town.
Right.
The builders are the only men that live in the town.
Well, the women, the clappers.
Well, did you hear the sentence I just said? The builders are the only men that live in the town. They're the ones banging the clappers.
Okay.
You got the pounders.
Well, what about the army?
And the clappers.
What are you going to do with the army camps? Are you going to max those out?
I won't even have them.
What do you mean?
I won't even have troops. They don't even live there. We're totally nonviolent.
Shut up. You're not going to be in my clan.
No, I think I probably have to have a barrack.
Well, wouldn't you want your research facility and your camps maxed out?
I wouldn't even want to have them.
But don't you want to go to war?
No, we don't war.
Shut up.
We're peaceful. This is a little peaceful town.
Well, what about clan wars at a 2nd account? You're going to be...
Me that chump down at the bottom. Oh, I'm hitting him. Everybody like, I call that guy. I call Peter.
But yeah, once you want to
Dildozer, I'm attacking him. I got him. I'm attacking him. What is this, Bentleyville? Oh, look at the lights. Get a bunch of Christmas trees.
That's the one thing about a 2nd account is I don't have the Christmas trees.
I don't either. I cut mine down.
You did?
Yeah.
On your main account?
Yeah. Because I don't still have my Christmas tree, the first one I got with the bulbs. And I think I had 3 of the chain Christmas trees, the newer ones. And I kept one because it was off the map.
Yeah.
And
I wish I never would have cut down my first one. I can't believe you cut down your second one, too.
It was because I didn't have the first one. Like, it doesn't matter.
What, did you throw a fit?
Well, no. I mean, I cut down the first one, like, I don't need this anymore. Had I kept the first one, I would have kept everyone since.
Okay.
But if the collection's not complete, what's the point of a collection? I can't ever make it complete because I can't ever get that first one back. And I was like, you know what?
You're
fuck
a purist.
It. Well, I cut everything down, and I was making my new war camp, and I'm like, fuck it, this is gone. Like, whatever. And I just got rid of it, and so I'm fine with that. And I just cut everything down now. I don't it's not a thing. My new one, I would keep whatever pops up. I might have 17 Christmas trees at some point because. Wherever they pop up, I don't care. Let's let them grow right in the middle. Like, hopefully one will pop up in the middle of the board, and then I can put it in the middle of my town. That would be cool.
So at Christmas time,
I'll move all of my buildings out to the outside and leave the center and cut down everything but, cut down all the trees and stuff so that there's spaces for the Christmas trees to grow right in the middle. And when they finally pop up, that's where they can stay. And then
it would be kind of cool.
Then all
the
Who's in Whoville can sing "Audie Dory, Audie Dory."
Because I wonder what the rule is on the obstacles. Like, you don't really ever see a tree pop up right next to your wall, do you?
No, I mean they pop up pretty close to each other sometimes, not real close. But I'm guessing it's pretty. Like, I won't come back
and see one right in front of a pump.
No,
it must.
They're never adjacent. They're always at least one square away.
Right.
And see, my center of my place is so full that they only pop up right around the edges.
And I'm leaving my town hall in the center, and be in a constant, trophy push mode with this one. Right. So
I'm gonna put my town hall out in the woods.
So what do you think? What are some good?
Up to the left, there'll be a little trail. I'll cut down that tree at the edge of the forest. So the town hall's back there.
I am still taking a snapshot every day of my camp.
Yeah.
To put together
a little. I'll put together a little thing at a time
lapse.
Yeah, that's going to be fun.
Yeah, and so it's getting there. I've had the zoom way back out, but it's still center, so it's just gonna hopefully look all right.
It'll just bing, 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 and grow and grow and grow. As long as your town hall, keep your town hall in the same spot, and keep it centered in the thing.
It's in the very center.
Never move the town hall.
Right.
That will be cool because the walls and things, everything will morph around it. And if you don't change it too much from day to day, like if you
could see this,
if you're like, I got to do a whole redesign. One day it'll be this way, and then all of a sudden, boom, it's totally different, and then totally different again. But
so you want to,
but you're doing one a day so that it'll never change too much.
Right?
Like, and when you move up from
actually, I should try to move it slowly when I'm changing.
When you move a town hall, when you go from town hall, when you got up to town hall 6, only buy one new thing a day, so that it only one new thing appears in each picture. You know what I mean?
No. Yeah, I know what you mean, but that's not going to happen because I wanted my mortars.
I'm going to buy all my mortars today.
Yeah, I wanted my mortars going right away, and now with the new things that I get on the board, I'm going to max them out because you hate to live without them. Once you've got it going, and so I put off my mortars and everything else in my main account. So. But it's been fun because I'm learning more about war. I've not war, but just about attacking because you're relearning it.
Going with the smaller armies and you got to really play with it.
Yeah,
and it's fun. Yeah,
you realize the time.
Like, goblins! These are actually worthwhile to use now. You're like, wow, there's not that much shit to use them for. Might as well send them in.
Yeah, and and I was thinking too that maybe some goblins during the war might be a really good. Way to get some of that 50%.
Goblins are a good way to draw out some troops too because they go right in. They're fast.
Yeah,
as a small group, they can run right in there and get some clan castle troops to pop out.
Get into the if you can get if there's a loot thing.
Sometimes it can target them. And the nice thing is that you can in the clan wars is that you can look at and obviously you can scout people's bases.
Yeah.
For as long as you want, for a whole day before you build the army that you're going to take against it. It's not like I got to build an army that's going to work against. I'm not sure what, and then go looking for a base that fits it.
Right.
Because sometimes sometimes I'll go in with my army of my barb archer wallbreaker and be like, oh god, I wish I had fucking minions here, and I could have just got 600,000 of each. Like, oh my god, I'll try it. I'll take a quarter of it. My barbs archers and Barb's archers and wall breakers, with my king Iron Fist and those archers or those barbs, they can take out a quarter. That army can take out a quarter of any base. They can take a quarter of anything.
Okay,
they can get in no matter what your setup is. They can get a quarter of it. Because most of the higher up guys have things separated in 4 quadrants.
Yeah,
where there's a lot of protection around two storages. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and I can take out a quarter of anything, but only a quarter. It's not once they get that you're done. And so if there's 400,000 available, yeah, I'll go for it because I'll get 100.
Yeah,
or maybe a little more.
But if you were in the clan war though, and you saw a bunch of resources outside, it might be worth taking in those goblins for cleanup afterwards, because if you get so much stuff on the
right, and they could run around the outside without getting hit because they're not really they're not
space
really
them out. You get double damage. They're fast to clean some stuff up. That might I use
like 2 or 3 small hordes.
Yeah,
you drop them on the corner so that they go in the same direction around the circle, like around the base, but start at different points.
Yeah,
so that they can clean up everything. Yeah,
but
that would work. I mean, that wouldn't be a bad idea to get,
especially
50%.
if you could watch somebody's replay and find out how they did it and where.
Yeah,
a couple goblins actually would have saved my 99%, much better than like some barbs.
Sure. Yeah.
So that might be something I think about. I've been using the wall breakers as the clan castle.
But you got the real
draws.
estate. You got 240 spots plus 35 to fit whatever army you want. There's real estate. Goblins, they take up 2 spots. You could probably get a lot of them, but that 5 goblins is 2 hogs. 5 goblins is 10 barbs to go in with your.
But I'm just thinking of ways to if like maybe 20 with an all dragon army might.
Yeah. The dragons would come through and get most of it, and you could put the goblins coming in from the other side.
Yeah. Maybe it's like there's so many things with these clan wars, and I had talked to Boaz about this. I don't want to do the golem witch wizard thing constantly. I want to be able to try different because there's got to be some really cool combos.
That's a technical move.
Yeah,
the golem or whatever you're talking about. That's a technical move. You need to be on top of your shit to make that work.
Right, and it has to be the right base.
You have to be the right base, and you have to be your timing has to be perfect with your spells.
Yeah,
and you have to draw those things out perfectly. And it has to work. And that's a tough one. Whereas, you use a swarm of hogs, you're kind of letting them do their thing, and you're just following them with your heal spells.
Right.
You don't have to actually, direct and figure that out.
Well, and that's why I want to start working with these combinations.
You say all dragon army, I say all hog army. I have, when I go in my all hog army, I've got 20 archers, 20 barbs, 20 minions, and my king and queen. That's 20 of each.
Yeah. If I go with dragons, I've been going all
that's
dragons.
80, out of 240.
The problem with the dragons is that they will go everywhere. So I think a really good tactic is to take out as much outside that you can. So that you can steer them more towards the middle.
Yeah. I do that when I battle. When I want to let my hogs out, I want to make sure they go. Well, hogs are going in because your defenses are in, right? But when you want to do your barbs and archers, you don't want them to split up and just go out and around.
Right.
So you take out, you draw them and you take them out on the corners, and then you drop the mass of them at the bottom so that they don't go to the corners, they go in.
Yeah.
The mass of them.
And see,
these archers to take out.
I can use that same tactic with a dragon army because that's gonna.
You take out the stuff around the corners and then you drop them all at the bottom and they go.
So the closest thing.
Yeah, they go straight up the middle instead of.
So I've been trying
spreading out
dragon hogs,
and it keeps them from spreading out.
Yeah, that's the problem is they spread out,
and when they clump, they're kind of. They're more susceptible to splash damage.
Yeah,
but only from wizards and balloons. That's it.
Right.
That's it. The red balloons and the wizards are the only things that can splash damage air stuff.
Well, and what's nice about it is, like the Inferno Towers, they can hold up against the multiple Inferno Tower for a long time. Yeah. And so they can do a lot of damage. So I've been taking my looting armies basically about 22 hogs, barbs archers, like 10 wall breakers, and a dragon. And I go in and I can do the clan castle troops now because I'll waste some of my wall breakers, send them right to the wall. Boom! Here comes the heroes. Here comes and they're fast. So it's like when you send a hog in, you hope that he makes it. Yeah. And with the wall breakers, he's going to run in really fast, and right where the witch is going to be. So they get there faster It seems like,
Sure.
and then I haven't wasted a hog.
Yep. I like that.
And so I've been doing that.
And I was using during the war was when I was using hogs sometimes to draw stuff out.
And that
I would immediately drop 2. I would never drop just 1. I would drop 2 and send them in.
But they'd be wasted then.
They would both be wasted, but they would do more damage than 1 and then another one.
Right.
2 together.
Yeah.
They would be in there. They would be in the circle longer. You get more of the troops out of the clan castle.
Right.
There's nothing's worse than drawing your troops out of the clan castle and you kill them all, and then you go in and there's more troops in the clan castle. Like, God damn it! There's 4 more. Fucking,
I know.
There's great. There's one wizard left,
well,
and he just dominates your entire hog's horde, and he just standing in one spot, turning in a circle, shooting your guys as they go around and around and around.
Yeah,
it's such a piss. Oh God, I hated that so much.
Yeah.
Saw that a couple times. Yeah,
and that's what you're running into in these clan castles, in the war castles.
And I figured out there's no way to. I thought this would have been great, and maybe your beginning clan castles you could. Is to use lightning spells to just destroy all those troops inside the clan castle.
That would be
before
cool.
they even have a chance to come on. Just zap, 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 zap. But the math doesn't work out.
Not enough hit points in the lightning spells.
You can't do it. Yeah, even with 5 of them, you can't do it. But that would be awesome. Wouldn't that be fun?
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
And you can. I use the lightning to take out those troops, but I think you'd have to have 2 to take out the wizards. 2 lightning, but I think that freeze spell.
I always bring in 4 heals and a lightning.
Yeah,
because the lightning does help soften up. Once I get them all over there, I'm dropping all my guys that I'm going to use to kill them. Minions, a hammer fist and king with barbs,
right?
And then all those clan castle troops are bunch up and are shooting at whatever I just dropped, and then I drop a lightning spell on them, and it softens them up if not kills them all. I mean, it kills all the archers. And I don't know if it kills all the wizards. It does kill the queen.
Not the 6.
It does kill the witches.
Not the 6. Not the level 6 ones.
But it kills all the archers and the witches.
That's what I'm going to start taking in with my hog. I'm going to do a lightning. I'm going to do a freeze.
2 lightnings would be enough.
Yeah, but I'm going to do a freeze.
But a freeze was better.
And then 3 heals. Because what I'll do then, and I'm not sure if this would, if I'll do that in war. I'm going to try it.
Why at Town Hall 10 with all this stuff is it still only 3 minutes? Do you know how much time you have at Town Hall 6?
I know.
I can imagine you just be like, oh, I forgot I was playing. I better finish 100%ing this guy.
Yeah.
You have so much time to defeat 12 buildings.
Yeah.
Now I got 45 fucking buildings to defeat.
Well, and that's the thing. I think that's why the free spell, if you got their attention, like we were saying, then I can use it. I can use it as a heal almost. If I need it that way, like to freeze something so my hogs can finish off.
Before they get to it, yeah.
Yeah. Or the troop.
You can drop it on the troops.
Because then I'll drop my heroes on them.
And they'll wait.
Because then I know that if I Iron Fist him, and get the things in there, that they should all be dead by time. And then maybe you don't even need a lightning spell. Maybe then you could just use a freeze for heals.
You definitely could. See by the time the freeze heal, by the time the freeze thaws out, your hogs are already doing their business and have been doing their business. You're watching them, keeping an eye on that heal. Keeping an eye on that freeze, and if that freeze thaws out and there's still dudes, boom, lightning spell and they're dead.
But you know what? If I got the attention of the thing, as soon as I got those guys engaged in one corner. Send in my hogs, drop a freeze on those, let the archers work on them, and then let my hogs go to work. Mm-hmm. For that 9 seconds. It's not a long time. I mean, really.
Doesn't it seem like when you go in with 30 hogs, doesn't it seem like having to drop all 30 takes forever?
Yeah.
You're like, oh my God, this is taking too long. The first guy's already dead. I got to get a heal spell out there. Come on.
Yeah.
Get out there. Yeah. Running out there in a line.
Yeah. And then if you that 10 seconds, you might be able to get your hogs to take out more things. So that way the troops coming away from the freeze spell and that mess that just happened will be free.
Yeah. So you drop your it'd
be kind of a delicate.
You drop your hogs where the freeze spell has just frozen the clan castle guys.
Well, no, I was thinking you could do it.
Then they would take out any. Not only would they take out any defenses, which would leave less things for your clan castle killer troops that you drop, because they're gonna destroy everything else as well as the, or maybe before the clan castle troops that come out.
Right.
You know, so you've frozen them so that so your hogs go in, they destroy some things that, so your other guys don't have to destroy those things. They'll get to the other clan castle troops. And also your hogs are totally not getting hit by anything because they're going in a spot where everything's frozen. Man, maybe that's the thing. You send everything in from the same spot. Once you get the other guys,
that could work.
You get the other guys, king, queen, and clan castle troops outside, out to the edge, freeze them, and then send everything else in from the same spot.
And then
starting with your hogs.
Yeah. Because because a lot of times you're waiting half a minute to send your hogs in.
By the time the hogs are, by the time it thaws out, your hogs are away from those clan castle guys, and your other troops are nearer to them. They won't ever target your hogs. Your hogs have already passed them up.
I'm going to try that right now.
Okay.
Because I have it. I have a free spell. Well, I have a lightning spell in there.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's take a short break.
Well, you know what? We're at 50 minutes. Maybe we should just wrap this up.
We've been talking about this. You have to try it on the air now.
Okay. Well, let me I'll pick a battle right now, and then we can.
All right.
So
while Scotty's looking for a battle, I will tell you a joke.
Okay. Well, what kind of battle should I look for? Should I look for? I'll just go for.
How about non-Inferno Tower?
Okay, non-Inferno.
Oh, because you may or may not even have clan castle troops.
Yeah, that's true.
Know.
But I can try it with the king and the queen and just see how.
Look for something that doesn't have anything in the pumps and mines and doesn't have any tombstones. So that at least you may have something in the clan castle because it hasn't been attacked already.
Yeah, that's a good point. And I need to get up higher again.
Yeah, you probably would have to attack something in the 2,500 range.
But I could at least practice on my way up there because to see how fast you could clear camp and just see if it worked, because you're going to have 9 seconds to release 20 hogs, which shouldn't be.
Yeah, find just look for places that you can get to the clan castle and see. And if something comes out, change your status. You don't have to 100% it. You just have to. I don't know. We do whatever you want.
Yeah, I'm looking through.
That's a tough one.
I just need to find something.
It sucks to have to practice during the war.
Yeah, and that's what I'll do is I'll look at the camp I'm going to try, then I'll go looking for camps that are kind of similar. Yeah. Maybe try a new idea. Okay, here's one. It's not a ton of loot, but
all right, take your time. You got 3 seconds.
Okay, I'm going to drop the king and queen, or drop some bombers.
Okay,
I'm going to drop some bombers to get the king and queen's attention, and hopefully the clan castle. And then I'll drop an archer in the back, and let's see how this works here. All right, I'm getting the attention of the king.
And the queen.
I don't know if I got her attention yet. So maybe I'm going to have to just send in
all of them, yeah.
Because there's pink walls, so...
Nope, they've got them both out there. They're both running out there, so keep some stuff out there.
Okay, it doesn't look like there's anything in the clan castle. So I'm going to freeze. Oh, and I missed the queen. So...
Oh, you blew that.
Yeah, I blew that one.
And look, he's already unthawed by the time you got your archers out there. You need to upgrade your freeze spell.
It's not at max, but it's one away. So
it needs to be longer for what we just talked about to work. I
mean,
mean,
you know what?
Well, there are guys in the clan castle, okay, and your hogs are getting smoked.
No, not really, because I'm gonna drop my
lightning spell for some archers.
Yeah, and then I always drop the heal spell on the things that are the highest hit points, like the Inferno Towers. Because when they're done, I want them to start healing right away, because usually they're pretty,
Yeah.
But, and I still have one more hog.
Send in the dragon. You should send in the dragon. No, see, now you screwed that up. You're sending in all your leftover troops up at the top where you started. You should have sent that dragon in at the bottom, so that the few defenses that are left that the hogs haven't got to yet target the dragon instead of the hawk.
Yeah, and I was stupid too because I just sent my dragon over the longest distance
to get to anything. Where he could run into like 3 different bombs. He doesn't need to go through there at all.
And
send your king in over here. Oh, yeah. King should have went in with the most.
But I'm still going to 100% this.
Yeah, you only have 1 defense left. There you go.
And they're coming in and
send in your save your clan castle. I guess.
Yeah, I didn't even send in my clan castle. I haven't. So, in principle, if I could have frozen them and then maybe drop a wizard or 2, that would be a good thing for. If you had like 3 wizards and some archers, those would get out there and blast in those frozen troops right away.
Yeah, you definitely want something ranged.
Yeah,
because you do need to, or a dragon. I mean, that would be good because it'll fly over everything.
Yeah,
and
because you could drop it before you even freeze it.
Although dragons are kind of slow, and they do have some splash damage, but not enough to really. Yeah, you need something that's fast.
So I'll report back on this. I'm gonna
because a dragon will kill every single clan castle troop in one shot, but for it to take 35 shots would take forever.
So I'm going to do 4 heals and a freeze, and just play with that.
Yeah, interesting.
That attack strategy, and then I'll report back next.
Did I tell you my
episode.
Did I tell you my pirate joke last episode?
Yeah,
on the air.
Yeah,
did I tell you on the air? I did.
Yeah.
Okay, we were talking about what. Well, the thing was, okay, I guess I should probably tell you again, just because this is another episode, even though you probably just listened to the last one. How much do pirates pay for? This is a joke I made up on the way home yesterday in the car. How much do pirates pay for corn? Buccaneer. This is another joke that I made up that I didn't tell you earlier about. That I was in bed with Lady Boneyard, and she was asleep, and I woke her up, and she was pissed because I was like, "Hey, you want to hear a joke I just made up?" It's like 11:30 at night. Because it was something I was thinking about, and it just popped in my head, and I had to workshop it a little bit. Why were the chicken and the egg so confused after sex?
Why?
They couldn't figure out which came first.
That's
good. Yeah. I thought it was pretty good, and I had to workshop a little bit. Maybe it still needs some workshopping. Lady B was not happy. Suffice it to say.
Did you honestly wake her up thinking she was going to laugh at it?
Yeah, I thought it was good. I needed to bounce it off somebody.
I needed an audience.
Yeah, I needed an opinion on it because I was wide awake in the middle of the night and I'm thinking about jokes. Happens a lot.
Well, why don't you get a hold of us at clashclanspodcast@gmail.com.
Yeah, with all your best jokes and Clash Clans and all the best stuff you got.
At WBSMT Radio on Twitter.
Yeah. What else?
Call us.
Don't we have a Gmail thing?
Yeah, clashclanspodcast@gmail.com.
At gmail.com.
You can just, you can find out all the information on the website.
Yeah, come to the website.
Yeah, it looks pretty cool now. It's
at that's at clashclanspodcast.com.
Yeah. All right. Well,
and 1447 Clash.
Oh well, I'm gonna work on some strategies. Come back to you with some more.
I am going to work on getting my phone to
your
be
second
ready.
account.
Yeah, I'm going to do that. The thing is, I'm going to have to play on it, and it's going to be the fucking screen is cracked, so I might actually have to pay to fix an iPhone 3 so that I can play on my second account.
I don't know if they're going to keep updating it.
I still have an iPhone 3 for my main account, so I'm probably in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, that would be a really bad day.
I can't play Boom Beach because it's not for it.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna have to make some money on this stupid podcast, so I can get an iPhone 4 at least.
Yeah, we're gonna upgrade you to iPhone 4.
I gotta get a GPS thing in it, or gyro. What are those called? What is the thing?
Gyroscope.
Yeah, that thing. So that's what I need in my phone so I can play those games.
Oh,
yeah. I guess I don't know.
Oh. Okay. Well,
all right. Well,
keep it clashy, everybody.
Keep it clashy, everybody. Thanks to you out there in Radio Land, and keep it real.
Peace.
Skilly beep 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 skilly beep.